Hello everybody and welcome back to GameRant.com. I'm Anthony Taormina, editor-in-chief of the website. Where are we? We are in my living room. Why are we changing things up? This box is huge. We've been sent something very exciting, something that's going to be a part of Game Rant's coverage moving forward, or in particular, my coverage moving forward. And this comes to us from our friends at iBUYPOWER. iBUYPOWER, pre-built PC company. They make low-end to high-end PC gaming rigs. As you might imagine, we've got a high-end PC gaming rig. This is going to become the new system that we're going to use for, this is going to be weird for me to keep myself in frame, but this is going to be used for benchmarking, testing games, performance reviews, all kinds of stuff. We're going to open it up. They've sent us an awesome system that you can purchase from iBUYPOWER, and I'll tell you how in just a bit, and there'll be a link in the description as well. But yeah, we're gonna open this up, we're gonna take a look at it, I'll tell you the specs and everything. It may be a little awkward positioning and everything, but we're gonna do it, we're gonna make it work. This is a big boy, it's heavy, it's definitely not light. So let's take some time and take a look. All right, so for those that maybe are curious, this is iBUYPOWER's RDY Y70 Ti B03. It's a pre-built PC. It's available now through their website, $5,799. It is a high-end rig. It's gonna get you going at the highest spec, gaming at 4K, high frame rate, everything you want. It uses some of the partner components that work with iBUYPOWER, or part of the iBUYPOWER family. And it's got a lot of things going on. I'll walk you through it as I open it up, but I just wanted to give you kind of the introduction there before we open up the box. But yeah, this is no slouch in the gaming department by any means. This is a high-powered rig. This is gonna be testing all the latest and the greatest games. We're gonna be using the cool software. But just give you a sense of like how these systems come. So they come pre-built for you and tested to make sure that, ooh, okay, cool. I wasn't sure how it was gonna come, but that's a helpful thing. So first off, lots of cushioning. You get egg carton foam, and then you also get foam on the top. But one of the great things about shipping it is your GPU is not installed, so you don't have to worry about that kind of shaking loose or anything happening with the transportation. So we will need to install the GPU. So this is the Tough Gaming 5090 from Asus. 5090's top of the line graphics card right now. Lots of people are excited about the multi-frame generation potential of the 5090, being able to use DLSS 4. If you saw some of our other 50 series unboxings, or maybe you read my 5080 review, multi-frame generation, there's my cat. Yeah, so multi-frame generation is gonna be a big part of what makes DLSS 4 so cool. And also is gonna power this rig and give us the highest spec GPU on the market today. So that's the Asus Tough. Again, ships separately, and then you get a big box with the case in it. It does have tempered glass, so I'll try my best. So as you can see, it uses so it's iBUYPOWER, but it also uses the Hinck Y70 case. I'll tell you a little bit more about the case. We are gonna power this bad boy on as well, so you can see it boot up. So there's, just in case you were curious, you get your insulation in there, your foam to protect the PC as it travels. We'll put this box off to the side. So this is the iBUYPOWER Y70 Touch Gaming PC. It does use, the case is Hinck. So the case it's using is an iBUYPOWER Hinck Y70 Touch Infinite Black. I believe is what we should be having. We'll confirm that. So it can also come in white. Its dimensions are 470 millimeters by 320 millimeters by 470. It can fit ITX, MATX, ATX, or EATX motherboards. It's got room for up to 3 times 120 millimeter radiator for the side. Same on the top. Rear can fit one 120 millimeter fan. Bottom also can fit fans. You can fit up to a 360 radiator on the side and the top. You've got everything that you might want for this case. It's got a pretty awesome screen on it as well for little style points. We're gonna open it up, take it out. Got a little, why are you reading this? Unbox the PC already. It comes with, when you order these PCs from iBUYPOWER, it comes with some peripherals. So this is the MEK4 RGB mechanical keyboard, and then also the Chimera M7 RGB mouse combo. Comes with these guys. I'll show them to you. So here we have the MEK4 mechanical keyboard. It's a wired keyboard, pretty high. Keys, and then you also have the Chimera M7, translucent with some RGB. There you go. Pretty slick. So you got your mouse and keyboard covered, and then you've got your PC in here. It comes with a quick start guide to kind of give you a breakdown of what to do. So you either unscrew the panels or you unscrew the glass. You got to remove the protective foam packaging. If you're familiar at all with getting a pre-built PC, there's usually some foam packaging to protect the components. And then on the back there is some like Windows reinstallation procedure stuff in case Windows isn't working, and then like, why is my screen blank? But there's also, you can consult the iBUYPOWER website and they'll be able to help you. There's also customer service numbers, technical support numbers, so you can reach out to them. iBUYPOWER will help you in case you have any issues getting the PC going. So there is a little zippered pouch in here. It has some information about the PC itself. That has been checked and certified. It passes. That's always an important part of getting a pre-built PC, is they make sure that it runs for you. And then you also get extra pieces and components in this bag here, including like PCI cables, different things that you might need, including the power cable, which we definitely will need. In case you want to expand anything or add to the PC itself. It's all height branded. It's all nice and neat and organized. So that's very cool. So you've got foam packaging there. Got foam packaging there. Nice and secure, nice and protected. But again, as I showed you, the GPU is not installed. So you don't really need to worry about that getting jostled, because that's going to be your biggest concern, is the GPU being installed in transportation and then coming loose or getting damaged, and you don't want that. There we go. All right, so that is the PC right there. Again, you've got, please read instructions on removing the foam insert before turning on this computer. Step 1, remove the side panel, remove screws, prepare to slot the GPU, insert the GPU in the PCIe slot, secure the retention bracket, connect cables to the GPU. You gotta do all that fun stuff. This is a vertical slot GPU situation. You've also got the sticker back here covering your I/O ports saying remove these as well. And then you got a covering over your power. Please read instructions. They're trying to make sure that you know, don't just plug it in and just go nuts. There is no foam in the packaging of this one, so just FYI, no foam. This case is super nice. It's the RDY Y70, as I mentioned. I think the case itself is toolless. Yeah, so you can just take off the tempered glass panel here. And then you can potentially see in there, so it's a vertical slot for the GPU. Let's see, is there plastic on here? There is not. And then is this the 12? This is the 12-pin connector for powering the GPU. So yeah, let me walk you through the specs here. This PC, again, the model that you can pick up, it's the RDY Y70 Ti B03, retails for $5,799. It comes with Windows 11 pre-installed. It is in the iBUYPOWER RDY Y70 Touch Infinite Black case. We'll definitely show you that what the Touch Infinite means. Processor, so processor underneath the AIO in there is the Intel Core i9-14900KF. And then the GPU, as you saw, is the Asus TUF 5090, 32 gigabyte. Memory-wise, we've got 64 gigabytes, so two 32 gigabytes sticks of DDR5 6000 megahertz RGB RAM. I'll show you the RGB when we plug it in. Your motherboard is an MSI Pro Z790A Max Wi-Fi. With I like the kind of silver accents. You've got additional slots. I would imagine the storage is here, and then you've got additional slots there for like a capture card or something like that. Storage, speaking of, is a 4 terabyte M.2 NVMe Gen 4 SSD. And then in case you're concerned about like anything with the PC, it's got 3-year standard warranty, 3-year labor, 2-year parts. And it's a beast. It's a beast, and I can't wait to turn it on and show it to you. You got that moment where cross your fingers that it does turn on, but we're gonna, first step is we need to put in the GPU. So it does give you instructions assuming that your case isn't toolless, but this was a toolless situation. So we're gonna need to slot in our GPU. We put in it in the PCI slot, and then we're gonna secure the retention bracket, which goes, I believe, here. And then plug in the power, and then put the side panel on. Well, put the side panel on and then put the power in. We'll do all that. I want to show you guys the case. I need to move my other PC, get that out of the way, and get it going on the screen. But we'll turn it on and I'll show you the TV as it boots up. We'll kind of cut ahead for that. But I'm gonna put in the GPU. Let's do it. All right, we are back. Just a brief pause. I did also bring over a light so that you can better see what I'm doing, or hopefully you can better see what I'm doing. We're gonna install this bad boy. This is the Asus TUF Gaming 5090 GPU. This is what's, most important to the PC, is getting that 50 series going. So they ship it to you in the box. It has been opened, I would assume, because they did testing to make sure all the components work together, but then they repackage it. Well, these 5090s are hefty. They're not all built alike. The partner boards are a little bigger than the Founders Edition, but you get that extra cooling there. There she is. You got your AIO, you got 3 display ports, 2 HDMIs. Woo! Lots of cooling, triple fans. So they've secured this with Velcro. We will eventually put it back, but I feel like we just need to have that loose just so that we can plug it in properly. There we go, slots in like that. So again, vertical orientation, which little bonus style points. And then we need to put the screws back in. All right, boom, we are in as far as that is concerned. So now you've got your I/O, you've got your dual HDMI ports, your 3 display ports. It's nice and secure and anchored. You've got everything for your, so it even lists here. So here's the height logo. Graphics go here, expansion goes here. I can show you. So you've also got some toolless storage if you want bigger hard drives, but here's the motherboard AIO, or IO, sorry. Includes an HDMI port, a display port. You've got 2 USB-As that are, you know, your SSDs, and then you've got 2 kind of standard. Got 3 of those bad boys. You got USB-C, you got 2.5 gigabits per second Ethernet cable. You've got digital audio out, different cables for like mics and headphones, and Wi-Fi connectors as well. Here's your power. This is where your, oh, I didn't tell you about the, so this uses a 1000 watt high power 80 plus gold PCI Gen 5 fully modular power supply. And what's the, oh, so the cooling is a 360 millimeter addressable RGB liquid cooling system. So that's for cooling your CPU. So as you can see, you've got a radiator up at the top, you got fans over here, and then a fan in the back. So you've got cooling out the wazoo. The AIO is iBUYPOWER branded. You'll see the, I assume you'll see the logo. All right, we got that bad boy in there. So now we should be GPU covered, everything powered. I won't put the case back on just so that there won't be like the glare from the light, but we will plug this bad boy in. We'll fire her up. I want to turn it on. We gotta do that first boot. I'll also turn it so you can see the case. I've never used one of these cases before, but it is a Y70 touch, so I believe that there's like a whole touchscreen interface. I should also mention there will be a full review of this system, as well as like regular touching base with it. So this is going to become a core part of Game Rant's coverage as far as PC gaming is concerned. So it's not just, hey, this unboxing. There's going to be a lot of stuff. So if you're curious, like, how does it run? What are the benchmarks? Check out GameRant.com over the next little bit. But every time you see something like, oh, there's a performance review, there'll be a link and an explanation of this PC and that we used, or that I used. And don't mind the cables. And its spec and all that fun stuff. All right, let's, moment of truth. Ooh, she turns on. So you got RGB fans, you got RGB memory, you get the AIO has RGB. The GPU is glowing, but no fans are spinning. I don't know if that's a good or a bad sign, but that is quite the PC. So let's, oh, there we go. I'm not sure what we need for the screen. I should also mention, so I talked about the I/O in the back. You've also got 2 USB-As and a USB-C on the front, as well as a headphone jack. What a pretty case. I mean, like, I'll definitely customize the RGB on this, but it's a looker, that's for sure. So again, we'll do a little recap before I switch over to setting this up where I normally have my PC. I know what you're saying. Anthony, I see in your mailbag videos you've got your PC on your desk. I actually game on a TV. I like to sit on a couch. But I also bring over my high-powered monitor as well when it comes time to test everything. But let's recap. So this is the iBUYPOWER RDY Y70 Ti B03. It's got the Hinck Y70 Touch Infinite Black case. Your CPU is an Intel Core i9-14900KF. It's a big boy. You got a GeForce RTX 5090 32GB from Asus. It's the tough gaming line. Their 50 series, specifically the 5090. Yeah, we're going to be doing some stuff with that. You got 64 gigabytes of DDR5 6000 megahertz RAM with the RGB that I assume you can customize. Your motherboard is an MSI Pro Z790A Max Wi-Fi. I like the silver accents a lot. Storage is a 4 terabyte M.2 NVMe. And then your power supply, as I mentioned, it's a 1000 watt 80 plus gold. Anything else? It also does come with, if you purchase a system like this, you also get the mouse and the keyboard, the MEK, and then the RGB keyboard. So the MEK4 mechanical gaming keyboard, and then an iBUYPOWER gaming optical mouse. As I mentioned, the video card is not installed. You have to do that yourself, but that's just to protect it in transportation. And then your warranty is you get a 3-year standard warranty, 3-year labor, 2-year parts in case anything is not working up to speed. Yeah, a little bit about the CPU. It's 3.2 gigahertz. It's a powerful one. You go Intel, you go AMD, it depends on what your preference is, but this is going to be focused specifically on gaming, so I think Intel is the way to go. So now, let's put it at my battle station, we'll hook everything up, we'll plug in display, and we'll go from there. We'll do one last little check. Alright, we're doing some handheld work now, so we've got it in my place. Fans are spinning. We've got a TV. All right, just want to kind of show you. I wanted to get past the boot process. Let's zoom in on the. Look at it. It's so pretty. I wanted to get past the boot process and see if we can get the screen going so I can show you the screen. But if nothing else, I'll just show you the specs. First off, one of the cool things that I will say about the PC, very quiet. Very quiet. All right, we are on our end license agreement. I'm going to accept. We don't need to name it for now. It's Windows 11, so you're probably gonna ask me to sign in, aren't you? We're checking for updates and stuff. All right, so I did want to show you. So we're in the, hopefully we can continue as guest. So you've got different performance tuning, RGB streaming frame rate, and then you got video wallpapers. So there it is, the Intel Core i9-14900KF, and then the GeForce 5090. 2 terabytes of storage, not 4 terabytes. 64 gigabytes is your time and everything, so you can customize your lighting. Kind of go in there, screen mirror. Oh, interesting. So you can do some different things with the colors. So now you can see down there, so like if I pick the green, I change it around, it will change the colors of the fans. And then I want to dig into, I just turned off the lighting. Interesting. So yeah, you can set it up. You can see it. But I wanted to go into, so you got mini hub. Let's see, that's lighting one. Those are profiles. You got MSI driver installer. So you can kind of mess with everything. I'm not too sure. Let's close it out. Let's reopen. So you got your load and your temperature. So this is sort of your monitoring for your different components. But I do wanna, there we go, faces. So you got cooling. You can also set different fan curves for your CPU, for your GPU, and on your motherboard. Okay, well, we won't worry too much about that. I'll set it up and that'll be something we talk about in the review. Back to the video. All right, so that is, it's set up. I do still need to mess around with the screen, but we've got the PC set up and running. We're gonna be doing some benchmarking, performance tests, all that fun stuff. Hey, it's me. But yeah, I just wanted to close it out. Say thank you to iBUYPOWER for sending in the RDY system. We'll have some links in the video descriptions, and then every time we cover it, so that you yourself can pick up a PC like this, or maybe a lower end spec PC as well from iBUYPOWER. But the process was super painless. You know, just putting everything together was very easy, and putting the GPU in was super easy. And then now we're off in gaming. I'm downloading some games and we're gonna put them through their paces immediately and get you some benchmarks and then a full review of the system soon. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.